TOA community, my name is Robert Linkul and welcome to the bunker. I want to talk to you today about gait variations and improving your gait as we age in terms of progressing it to a step up. So this is one of those physical abilities that we start to lose as we get older. We're either not using it or we get so weak, sarcopenia, that we cannot perform the step up anymore and we avoid it. So either way, shooting ourselves in the foot here a little bit, and we're making our quality of life and our pursuit of maintaining independence as we age that much less likely, okay? So let's talk about our step-up variations and the different tools that you're gonna need to be successful in training this split stance exercise as we age. One of the first places I like to start with my clients is a band single leg push down. So we're not even actually putting our foot up onto a step yet. We're focusing though on performing the action, creating stability on the plant leg or the block leg, and then creating stability and mobility and strength in the leg that's going to be pushing down or propelling us up onto the step. So band of your choice. Ideally, this is going to be a fairly heavy band. You as the coach need to make sure you're near your client to spot. It can be a little bit difficult getting into this. They might feel a little unstable. Support them by the shoulder and the hip and just make sure they don't take a tumble. We're going to grab the band here, palms out. I like to do this, so basically thumbs down, and I'm going to push the band down, 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 and hook it underneath my foot. What I don't want to do is push it about halfway and then bring my foot up and try to lasso or hook my foot in there. So I drive it all the way down. It's hooked underneath my foot. I'm going to hold the band with both hands, so there's a little stability for me. Shift all my weight to my floor leg, my left leg, and then bring my right knee and toe up as high as I can. Drive it back down. Nice and high, drive it back down. Now what's going on here is my floor leg is working on stability to maintain block leg position, okay, and to maintain my upright posture, while my right leg is working the strength needed to push to the next step. But it's also working on a lateral stability where this band could whip my foot or turn my foot in either direction. So I really need to stay home, stay strong, stay straight right down the pipe and work that guy in good alignment. When I go to switch feet, I open the band, put my other foot in, step out, and now I can get my set of 8, 10, 12, 15, whatever you're doing on each side. When you're all done, put all your weight down on both feet. Hands again, thumbs down. Push the band down until you create some slack and bring her on up and you are good to go. Move on to our next one. Now we're going to move on to our box step up. Now we have a couple options we're going to do where we're going to use a band to assist us, but let's discuss the box first. How high is the average step that we're going to see in everyday life? You're going in and out of schools, office buildings, your house, up and down from the floor, floor 1 to floor 2. How high are those steps? On average, they're 6, 8, or 10 inches in height, and 10's pretty much on the high end. So if we can overtrain our clients to be able to get up and down onto a 12-inch box, that's pretty much going to prepare them for any height they're going to experience in their regular day-to-day. There's some really old, like pre-1970 buildings that have 12-inch steps, but it's pretty rare to run into those. Let's talk about our foot exchange position. Here's the number one way that people fall down performing step-ups or going upstairs. As they perform the step and they're going on, off, when they go to take a step and they're getting tired, they catch the front edge of the box, they don't get their toe over the top, and they take a tumble. Now, if you are on wood or metal boxes and you fall, you're scraping all the skin off your shins, and that's going to hurt quite a bit. It'll be one of those memorable experiences that you don't really want to remember. So our technique is a top box switch. Basically, place a foot on top of the box, step up, switch your feet. So my left foot's going to come down, left foot goes back up, switch feet, back down, back up, switch feet, back down. So the rule is you always have a foot on the box. If at any point you take both feet all the way off, we're doing it wrong, or in terms, we're just giving it more risk opportunity for us to take another short step tumble and go toppling over our boxes. Band assisted step up. We're ready to perform this now. I have selected my box height, 12 inches for me. Whatever it is you want to do with your clients, you can start them at 3 inches or 4 inches and work your way up. There are all kinds of different box heights you can buy. You can also use either butcher block or plywood and make in-betweeners, 2-inch shelves that you can put in front of the boxes to elevate your client's starting height. We have all kinds of options like that to give them just the right height that works for them. We're going to place one foot up onto the box. We're going to grab onto our band that is either anchored from above or at a squat rack or a pull-up bar in front of us, and we're going to pull down and back, holding decent tension. Basically, when I'm at the point where I need the most help, okay, where I'm flexed to the knee, flexed to the hip, and I'm trying to work to extension, and I'm in the deepest flexion I'm going to experience, basically the bucket, if you will, of the lift, I need the most help from the band to pull me up. So I've created tension, I've created my slingshot, and I'm gonna use that to assist me up. Now look what happened to my band. Went slack, okay? I want it to go at least lighter, if not on slack, on the way up, once I'm standing on here, but on the way down, I wanna have a little bit of tension to a lot, and then go lighter. Switch feet, a lot of help, go lighter. When I'm most vulnerable or when I struggle the most, the initial drive off the floor, the band is there to help me. It's also there to help me with my balance, and I can correct. Why not just hang on to a wall or the shelf? Because the wall and the shelf don't have any play. They're completely solid. So as you try to correct yourself in falling, if you're losing balance and you grab onto something that doesn't move, your body's ability to correct itself has gone away. You've now relied on this to stabilize for you. Where with the band, I get some assistance, but not a whole lot, right? I still have to correct. I could still tumble, but I have something to help me. And as I get better at this, I can start to lighten my hands up or go to a lighter band or just hang on with one hand. And basically it's just a little security blanket for me, something that I can hold on to, that I can engage with and just keep a little bit of stability. And if I do take a tumble or I start to lose my balance, I've got something to help me maintain my stability, keep my train of thought, my mind, my momentum, everything going in the direction that I want. Our next progression in our step up is to go from the band assisted high to a band assisted level. Okay, same band that we started with, a green band is now my, sternum height, shoulder height, somewhere around in there. I'm gonna work to the other side of the box, palms up grip, get my little retraction shoulder down and into neutral. And now as I perform my up switch, I've taken the band that was pulling me up onto the box, stabilizing me up onto the box, and I'm getting that assistance at a little bit lower level. It's now pulling me onto the box, but I'm the one that has to propel myself up. I still get help, and then balance, I can work on my stability, and I have good control on the way down, still getting some slingshot effect to help me out of the bucket, out of the bottom of my step, but it's a little less than I had before. I'm gonna work this lower angle, and we're slowly gonna progress to body weight. Body weight step ups, here we come. No longer needing assistance. I'm gonna perform my up and switch. Dominant foot is at least an inch or so of clearance onto the box. If I'm too short and I push hard, the box could tip on me. So I wanna have about an inch of clearance. Toe is straight, my knee is gonna track that as well. My shoulder's in alignment, my chin is up, tucked in and shoulders high. Drive down on the box like it's a giant soda can, and I'm crushing it, pushing through the center of my foot, not just the heel, not just the toe, center of my foot. Drive up, transition the shift to my other foot, and now here's the key, controlling the descent back down to the floor. Drive, squish the soda can. Switch, control the descent. Here's a drill you can do. It's very, very difficult, and we call it peg leg step up, which means I'm gonna pull my toe up on the rear leg, load the front, and drive without pushing off of that leg at all. There's a very easy tendency, and it's very slight, but we push off the floor leg, where if you lift your toe up and just pretend your back leg's a peg leg, right? You're like, jar, there's me peg leg. The leg just stays put, and you have to drive off this top leg and then descend off this leg and just touch your heel down and drive on that box leg alone. Very, very difficult, but definitely sells the point of how to perform a step up and a step down properly. All right, step ups, pretty good at this now. You're controlling your descent. Your knees look very stable. We're not having any issues. We are ready to add some progressive resistance, or accommodating resistance, if you will. This is my favorite band. It is the 0 band, or the orange band, the 1/4 inch band. We're gonna take this band and make a figure 8 out of it. Double it over, figure 8. and bring it back onto itself, making 2 equal loops. Okay, I feel like I'm setting up for a magic trick. Voila, it's gone. Okay, make your 2 loops, hook it underneath your left foot and hold in your right hand. This is cross-sectional, right? Contralateral setup. And now when I get ready to do this, I'm gonna retract this hand and pull it into what I call the gunslinger position, right? We're gonna pull back, hold it in the holster, and we're gonna hold that tension. Okay, I'm getting some engagement. I've got my inch of clearance on the box. I'm driving up, holding in the holster here and returning. Really good control, allowing the box leg to do all the work. My floor leg just absorbs the landing. Now, what's the key to this? The band is gonna gradually get harder and tighter, right? As we come up, it's gonna get harder for us to perform this single leg step up or single leg extension. This is where the strength from this guy comes in, the stability from those eccentric controls come in. All of this is gonna come together to help us overcome the band tension in a single leg capacity, repeats on one leg, and then we'll switch to the other side. The time has come, the grand finale. We are ready to add consistent load to our step up. We're gonna do this in a unilateral component to start off. That means I'm gonna hold in my left hand with my left foot up on the box, have my clearance, knees, shoulders, alignment. I'm ready. I've got my band here just in case I need it. When I'm ready to roll, keeping the arm tight, I'm gonna step up and return, performing my singles. When I feel confident, I'm gonna step up and go to a contralateral right leg, unilateral left leg, contralateral right leg, unilateral left leg. And I'm gonna keep working my alternating steps until I get halfway. Set of 20, I do 10, put it in my other hand, and here we go, off to the races. Get my other set of 10, and I am done. We have successfully navigated the efforts to teach you, your client, how to perform a proper step up, building the foundational mechanics at the hip, at the knee, the balance, the stability, all the strength that you need to develop this skill, keep this skill, maintain it through life, keep your independence, maintain and stay active in your daily life and what you're doing. Don't let sarcopenia get you. Remember what that is. Weakness to a point where you lose your ability to perform your daily life activities. Can't put your arms over your head anymore. You can't step up anymore. Can't get off the floor anymore. Don't allow that to happen. This is practice made perfect via strength, baby. Get in the gym. Get your pump on. If you don't know how, ask somebody to teach you that knows what they're doing. Why? Because movement is life. I am Robert Linkul. Head over to trainingtheolderadult.com for any questions, any more information. Check out the rest of our YouTube. And remember, subscribe, ring the bell, share out with your friends. Please help us grow this page. We really appreciate you all. We love you all. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.